just finished quilting this on my regular domestic machine, and I want to put it up. And I'm still messing around with, let's see. We had to get rid of the ghost. The ghost was getting old. So now I have this one up. All right, so there's a lot going on. And at first I didn't think I was gonna have a live this morning. I actually put out a post that I wasn't having a live this morning. And then I woke up early and I said, oh, I'm gonna do a live. So I canceled the cancellation. Last night we had a situation at about, I don't know, 12:45 a.m. And I thought I was going to have to pick up my son because his car was stranded about 40 minutes from my house. So this is my other son, not my firefighter son, my musical son. And he was coming home from work because he works in a restaurant. And but then he called me back. I got myself all dressed, and then he called me back and he says, my car started, Mom. I go, please don't go back to where you live, because where he lives is far from where he works. I said, because then I'll have to go further and rescue you. So I convinced him to come back here this way. If his car stopped again, it'll be closer to me to pick him up. So he did that. He's sleeping in the other room. But I wasn't sure if I was going to be up, but I was. That's how I already started my Monday morning. Okay, so good morning, Melanie. I'll watch for a bit before getting the kids ready for school. Love the flip binding tutorial, Lana. I did leave a question there for you. Yes, and the question was, do I leave a 1/4 inch batting when I cut it? Because you see some excess batting. I don't, but you can. And there've been times where I've carefully cut a 1/4 inch away. And that just gives you a little bit more in the binding, because if you don't cut the 1/4 inch, oh, I forgot one thing here. If you don't cut a 1/4 inch away your binding, this means this binding goes more into your border right here, because I just actually did this one the same way, if you could see. If you leave a 1/4 inch batting, then that means your flip, when you flip it over, it will push it out so that you can have more of your border visible. So that's really a preference. That really is a preference. Yep, you're ready going to a doctor's visit. I understand. We are all got those positive energy and prayers your way. Is to dislike having to get up moving so early. Can't wait for the holidays to get. Yes, I have an appointment Monday also. That's right, Melanie, because you're getting something done. You have to remind us, because if you don't remind me, I'm going to be panicked I haven't seen you. I'm hoping staples will be removed today. Good morning, Deb and Pat and Barb. Let's see. I'm going to change my chat to all messages just in case I've missed anyone. Let's see. We've got, I think I left off with Pat and Barb and Joe. Good morning. Joydy, good morning. Sheila, good morning. Oh, I hope I'm not missing anything. I think my son with car troubles also works in the restaurant. The hours are not fun. No, they're not. Sheila, no, they are not. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Linda. So that's why I wasn't even sure if I was going to be up to do this. But I got up at 6:15. Good morning, vehicle doctor. Wait, good morning. I think I said good morning to Linda, but just in case, good morning, Rebecca. And good morning, Joe. Okay, so you saw this that I finished. Now let's get to some items here. All right, and I'm going to try not to have anybody's address on there. All right. So a couple things that are going on here. I had gotten your package, Sheila, and I think there's a package waiting for me at the post office this morning. I think I'm gonna go before work or have my honey pick it up, and it's from Lisa. So I think those are more quilts. I did put a community post. I had 38 completed quilts where they're completed. Oh, my hair is gonna drive me nuts today, isn't it? Yep, all right, I don't even have a thing. Okay, so with completed quilts, 38. And then I do have plenty of quilt tops, and with numbers of people telling me they're sending, I should be all right. I have probably a couple of extra, and it's always good to have a couple of extra. I recognize that strawberry packaging, yes. So here we go. But while shopping for a car, oh yes, that's right, you went car shopping. I was by the Inspiration quilt shop. They didn't have any fabric I needed, but I still wanted to support the local quilt shop, so I bought a couple of yards for you. Oh, thank you. Shockingly, I am mailing this on the same day. I'll catch you on your lives. Well, thank you. That is super sweet. So look at that. We have a beautiful tone on tone, and it's really neat. It's got like little cross hatches. It is from, here we are, Shabby by Riley Blake. Look at that. I don't know. You know what? I have a special. Here we go. Let's see our black light. Let's see if we can get that going. Oh, there it goes. So that's cool. And then this one I don't think I need the black light for. And this is a beautiful gray. And this is a Bernatex by Nancy Hollison. And it is called Whisper Weave. I think it is similar to grunge. Yes, yes, it kind of reminds me grungish. So I love it. Thank you so much. Definitely will be using this. Bonnie Hunter is her sew along or mystery once a year thing is coming up, I think, this Thursday. I have not done any kind of pull on it because I've just been swamped. Let's see, what else do we have? So we have, okay. Where are we? I saw something. Vehicle talk. What time is it in India? That's one of the things. I pray for your appointment goes well today. That's Joydy. Morning, I was wondering if you have the electric AccuQuilt. Not yet. No, electric AccuQuilt? What's an? Oh, no, I do not have an electric AccuQuilt. No, I only have the crank. Have you seen your video on binding? Oh, good morning. Just seen your video on binding. Great. So that's good morning, Aisha. And I did whisper wave. I like whisper wave too. It's pretty. I have a library thinking of buying one for sewing group for strips and squares. Is it helpful? So I don't have an electric one. I'm not sure. I would think that would be helpful. You mentioned that type of fabric. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's I mean, it's fabulous. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. So I actually bought, this is something I bought at Live at 5 from Lynn at Soft Squares. It's been sitting around. I know what was in it. So we're just going to open it. And we have, yes, because because Gina is an enabler. She got me hooked onto Jennifer Long. So I have now the Barn Quilts Sew a Story from Jennifer Long. And then I don't know if you recall, but she had if you go to the special, right, Live at 5, which is 7 my time, Eastern Standard Time, 5 Mountain Time. She had that $5 deal, and it was all the Jennifer Long fabric that actually goes to this pattern. And so I went ahead because I had no idea what I was doing. And I went ahead and bought 2 yards of everything that she was selling over there. So it's called Country Life. That's what it's called. Of course, now I'll have plenty because I didn't need that much, but we've got it now. And then I did buy, because this was one of her specials that she had. This was a special here. So I've got this. And let's see. I have this with the little chickens, because you know I couldn't help myself. I mean, look at those little chickens. They're just so cute. So cute. And then these have horses on them. So we have little giddy up horses. And we have some brown fields. So yes, so I had this. For what reason? I really don't know, because I couldn't help myself at that moment in time. I do want to do something with this, but honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do all these little tiny, these are 6-inch blocks all the way around. So what I'm thinking I might do is, I definitely love to do that barn, but I'm thinking I'm just going to put solid 6.5-inch or whatever size they are, 6, 7, whatever, out of just like maybe like take the chickens and the horses and maybe just put that, you know, just cut what the block size is as that, because I have to like, I don't know, streamline things, because I don't have all the time in the world. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm going to streamline that pattern. Put it that way. Then the other thing, I've shown this to you so many times. And so here it is. That's not part of it. So I guess I was talking to Lynn. She's also having surgery tomorrow. And, whoops. And I guess she is putting together, she told me last night, not this. She is putting together, I guess she bought some of these at the Creative Notions to help Vicky out. So she bought some of these kits from Vicky. And so I guess she's going to have these. I mean, I am making it on my channel. I told you that because I'm excited to do this. So I guess there'll be kits available, but it's only going to be available tonight at the live at 5. She told me that last night. And so this is what you get. So if you're interested, that's it. And then the Bernitex. And then this is the fabric. And then you get, I guess, this little piece. And maybe it's cold outside. So I guess, I don't know how much they are or anything, but she mentioned that she was selling this kit. And I said, oh, great, because I'm going to be making it. I also have to give a special thank you to Cassandra Brown, right? Yes, Cassandra Brown. She had sent me an Amazon gift card, and I already have in my Amazon cart, I already have some items, like I need needles, I would like to buy some pre-wound bobbins, but they only sell polyester. So I'm going to be buying that somewhere else. But anyway, I have like the little small things that I forget about that one needs for sewing. So I'm excited. So thank you, Cassandra, because that will be very helpful for my channel, supporting it. And, you know, we got to have needles. We don't have needles in our sewing machine. We're not doing a whole lot of sewing. So I will definitely be doing that. I also have a couple of other little things for, oh, that was the other thing. I would like to work on, and I don't even know how much it is, the jelly roll quilts. No, quilt rugs. I don't know what they are. It's like, you take your jelly roll strips, and then I have a ton of batting scraps, and I'm going to cut them all down and do a jelly roll rug. I think that's what it's called. I've never done anything like that before. So this will be interesting, but I'm thinking I'd like to do that. And Clover makes this handy dandy tool that I saw at the International Quilt Festival to make things a whole lot easier. Of course, they were out and I couldn't buy any, so I got that in my Amazon cart. Um, let's see what we've got going on here. And I want to actually read this pattern because I had this, but you are okay, so you are welcome. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Deb has an electric one and it saves her hand. Yes, you should. You two should hook up about that. I'm such a country. I really loved the fabric. I thought it was super, super cute. So let's go and read about this pattern. Let's see how easy. I mean, it looks easy from here, but that doesn't mean anything. So let's see. It looks like it would be a grid pattern. Let's see. Well, here is the pattern. All right. Oh, yes, I will. I don't know if this is going to be in the kit, but it says I need a yo-yo maker. It says optional, so I don't know. Oh, here. No, I guess it doesn't come with it. This has a yo-yo template. There's a template here. So it says row tags, make a copy, then pin to rows as you are completed. Make a copy and cut fabric labels out and pin to cut fabric. Oh, that's kind of neat. It like tells you what to do, and then the layout. So I can show you the layout because it has all kinds of measurements on it, but it's interesting. This will be interesting to put together. This is a little different than anything I've done before. So let's go for it. I say let's go for things we haven't done before. I showed you that. I could show you that. There's that. And cut each tag out and pin to each group. More. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a pictures person, right? I like to see the diagrams. So if you like to read, this is the pattern for you. There's a lot of words. Lots of wordage, not many pictures. That doesn't make it a bad pattern. It's just, I'm a picture person. So we will be reading it. We'll go through it slow by slow, right? Little by little, we'll get to it. I guess I better bring this to school with me. And it's 30 by 44. It looks like I'm cutting. It doesn't look like we're keeping this. No, we're not. Okay, so we're cutting this down. I thought this was like we're using this for the whole thing, but we're not. We're actually going to be cutting these down. And what size are we cutting these down to? Not that I can tell you, but I'm just wondering. Okay, so we're cutting those down. I thought, so they're going to be tiny pieces. We're going to do it. We're going to have fun. Here it is. Again, I don't know how many she has. She might not have many. And then she has, this did come in, because this was part of a box. This was part of a Creative Notions box. She's not selling the Creative Notions box. But there is this. So I've never used this before, so that'll be fun to use. And Clover, that's the company I was telling you about for doing some kind of jelly rug thing that I thought maybe would be a fun thing to do. I have a lot of content or projects I want to do and tackle the first of the year that I've not ever done before. Just to keep things a little fresh and exciting for me and for you, right? Because we can't be only sewing squares all day long. Well, I guess we can. We can. Nice, put the animals around the barn. That's what I think I'm going to do. Cute shirt, Leanna. Thank you so much. I think it'll be a cute project. Good morning, Abby. What state am I in? I'm in New York. I'm in New York. Good morning, Lisa. So, yeah, I'm in New York, and really, there's not much going on. I thought that was something that I can just whip up really quick, and, I mean, just open up and start sewing, but I can't just do that. That pattern takes some time. If I knew that, I wanted to show you one other thing. Do you have a second? I'm so sorry because I'll have to run over and get it. Yes, jelly roll rug. Yes, I want to try that. Who here has made a jelly roll rug? I'm going to run so fast to go get what I wanted to show you and come right back. And tell me, have you made a jelly roll rug? If you have not made a jelly roll rug, do you want to? I'm back. And I tied up my hair. I couldn't take it anymore. All right. I really needed to get my hair off my face. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we have. I haven't made one, but I've wanted to. We want to see. I know it was all the way downstairs. I made a small one for pets. Oh, what a good idea. Never made one and had no interest in making one. It's just I have all these batting scraps and I can't throw them out. I have to do something with them. Oh my goodness. Never had, I'll tell you what I did back in the 90s. I have been planning to make one for a couple of years. Of the old braided rugs, I think they might be similar. So in the 90s, I took a class and saying like, get rid of all your ugly old fabric and you just literally rip it up. So you take it and you snip it at the selvage edge, I don't know, every 2 inches, whatever it was. And you start ripping and ripping and ripping and ripping, but you don't rip it all the way to the edge. So you rip it all the way, but just leave a little bit. And then you take a big crochet hook and you crochet a rug. I have done like 2, 3, 4 of those. And then, I got over it. My grandma used to make rag rugs. So yeah, I think that's what that whole crochet thing was. But hey, it used up a whole lot of my scraps back then. So who's there? The who's there pattern. So I had dropped clue 1 of who's there. The who's there looks like this. You've seen it in the red, white, and blue, and you've also seen it in Heather Peterson's cottage line. And then now that the mystery quilt is over and it's no longer a mystery, she's going to, Lynn from Soft Squares is going to have that pattern as a downloadable. So you can go to her site and just instant download. But clue 1 is all about making 4 patches. And so I went ahead and I did cut everything to do the 4 patches. And these will be, and I just used scraps, see, tone on tone scraps, and they're mostly whites and grays, and they're just leftovers. And so here, my color scheme so far is going to be using just all different tone on tones, low volume. This is technically a low volume right there. This here is a tone on tone. This here is a low volume. And then I have the different greens. I had decided where the squares are really kind of like the leaves, if you want to think of it like out of the box of the chain. And so I have different greens. Again, I use that bucket. Whatever was in that bucket is what got cut up. This actually was from last year's Advent box. I still had a piece left. So that is what that other thing is that you all want to see. So I did start working on that and cutting it out. I don't know. I have the first clue up, and so if you go to that video, you can see how to put it together. Because after I get this done, I am going to launch clue 2, and I haven't even cut that fabric out yet for clue 2. Yeah, no. And as a matter of fact, when I did the videos for the mystery quilt, I did it identical to the pattern. But being that I have made this quilt now 2 times, I have come up with some shortcuts. So I'm still going to launch the original videos, but on my lives, I'm going to show you a shortcut to kind of just get things moving along. So like with the half square triangles, instead of making 2 half square triangles at a time, we're going to make like 32 half square triangles at a time, or 16 half square triangles at a time, to just kind of speed things up, being that it's Christmas and we don't all have all this time to sew. At least I'm not going to have all this time to sew. Wouldn't matter if it was ugly. I would, yes, I would still see it. Oh, really? You really don't. When I put it together, I couldn't tell what the fabric looked like, only like the color. Good morning, Lori and Chloe. I love the mystery quilt so much that I bought a second quilt from Soft Square. So yes, so tonight she will have, I think, some of the boxes for the Who's There. I think they're of Christmas fabric. So yeah, so we have that. Yes, shortcuts of what we're doing. Here is, right here, I think I showed you, but I really didn't get too far on this, because I'm going to work on this week. Hopefully finish it up this week. So I am working on this here, and I still have to clip all those. These are ready. This section is ready. And then I have to flip and stitch on these. Now, I will say there are 200, yes, 200 flip and stitches on this quilt. It's kind of intense. So I had no idea. So just heads up, you will be flipping stitching 200. And who knows, it might be even more, but between these units, and these units, there's 200 flip and stitch. So if you like flip and stitch, this is the pattern for you. I don't mind it, but I just wasn't quite prepared for it. You know how that goes, right? And so really that's it. It's quiet here. I wanted to show you a bunch of things, but they're in the other room. And my son is right now in the other room sleeping. But I will show you one other thing I have. So there's actually 2 things. I'm going to put this over here for later on. So a while ago, someone had asked me about photos on a quilt, and if I had ever done it, and I said I had, long time ago. And I used to have an inkjet. I don't have that now. All the printers that I know of are laser, so I don't know how to do it on a laser printer, and so I don't have. I know that June Taylor still sells this fabric that you can buy, but it uses, again, a inkjet or a bubble jet or something like that. So this is a hand-tied quilt. This is one of my first quilts. And I did tell you that my son's an actor. So when he went off to college, was it college? No, it wasn't. It was before college. It was definitely before college. So the whole long story is there was Christmas where things were very, very tight, extremely tight. And my kids didn't necessarily get what was on Santa's list from me, but what I did was I made them each a quilt, and they loved it. Oh my gosh, they loved it. you know, kids are smart. They also know. But you know, my kids grew up. I did something a little different than most parents do, I think. Or maybe you guys have, but I always taught my kids that Santa only sent one gift because he had a whole world of children that he had to give to, and he couldn't just give one child. And they say, "But I know my friends, Santa gave them like 10, 15 presents each." But I did this since they were little, so they have, you know, this is just how it's been since they were little. And I said, well, Santa Claus really only does one, so their parents probably bought the others, but Santa only gave them one. And so my kids always just thought that. And I always put the one gift underneath the you know, in the chimney. And it never was a gift that was like, oh, a Nintendo system or an iPad or a new phone. No. It was like something like Santa would have in his workshop. Maybe they wanted a new pair of shoes that was, you know, I don't know, purple or something like that. You know, something like that. It wasn't like a giant thing. So that year they got their one gift from Santa, and they got a quilt. And so this was the quilt, and my son had it. And when we were packing for him to move, I found it. So here you are. This is a drawing that he made, and he won something, and it was on the cover of some kind of show. Like he did the little cover for the musical he was in. And if you can see, it says Pinocchio. So I did that. And then here was another show he was in. Because, of course, you know, as a mama, I kept all those little things that he was in. And then I scanned them in. And here is another one that he was in. And I scanned. And it has the signatures of all his friends when he was in that show. And that was the first row. And this was a follow the brick road, right? Follow the brick road, when it was like came out and everybody was doing follow the brick road. And if you notice, what I did was I just applicated on, machine applicated. So here's another one. This was the Peter Piper of Sumplin. And let's see, then this was the next one. This actually right here was the first show he was ever in, and it was at school. And that is when the music teacher realized that he had a voice like Broadway. And he says, I think he goes, I don't know where this came from, but he has a voice like on Broadway. And my son was so into this. And so and it tells you, like here, the special musical presented by the Phoenicia School Chorus. Ever have one of those days when everything seems to be going wrong the way? One of those days when everyone seems to be against you? One of those days when no one seems to understand you? Well, if you think you've had it bad, you should meet Arnie. And it was called It's a Family, and then it tells you the musical. So from there, then I put him into musical. I asked him if he was really interested in it, because he never liked sports and he didn't like this, but he loved dancing. So I'd asked him if he wanted to go to like a drama school and whatnot, and that's how he started doing it. And so here is this says my acting career. Oh, I made this. So it says my acting career quilt 2007 present, made with love for Dylan Castell. This is my label in recognition of all his hard work in acting, jazz, and tap and dancing. Present on December 25th, 2010, handmade by his mommy, Leanna Nieves. So that's what that is. And then this was our picture that we took in his first show together. Yeah, see, because I'm already starting to get choked up as I'm trying to show you this, of all the memories. But let me tell you, I remember what a special Christmas that was. That was really, really a really special Christmas. I remember my kids bawling. Of course, they got their traditional, you know, I always made them pajama pants. They always got 3 or 4 pairs of flannel pajama pants I made with their gift. And that was Aladdin. And this is Babes in Toyland. Now, if I was to do this again, it would have to be like a double king of all the shows he had been since. That's a variety show he was in, and I think that was his drawing that was accepted. Because he's actually won a lot of these little contests for like his drawings for like covers. Like I just came across a bookmark that they used in the state of New York. He actually won in the state. We're off to see The Wizard. Now this has been washed numerous times, like numerous times. Come on, it was a kid's quilt. And then he was on that. And then that's it. And so what I did was what I should do is go back, stick it on my long arm and long arm this, but I stuck buttons and I tied it. And so he has little stars or little, and at that time his favorite color was this green. He just loved this green. His room was this color, his sheets were this color. This, believe it or not, the backing was a bed sheet that I think I bought at Walmart, like on clearance or something. And then the fabric, just green fabrics that I had, and of course, musical notes. But boy, I remember this Christmas fondly. My kids all got there very special. They were so happy. You wouldn't have thought that, even though they didn't have what all their friends got, but you wouldn't have had no disappointment. At least if they were disappointed, they didn't let on to me, because they were all cuddling in their blankets and in their flannel pants, their little pajama pants. I cannot sew shirts. So unfortunately, what I used to do was I just used to buy like sweatshirt tops at Walmart or thermals, because thermal tops. So there, I did get that quilt, and I did want to show it to you. So let's see. Let's see where it goes. Let's go. Okay, so we're going on the braided rugs. You could also use for trivets. Good morning, Sean. Oh, I must have missed Sean. Good morning, Sean. Let's see. I'm going through everything to make sure I haven't missed everybody. Okay, this I know. This is where I left off. Okay, for me, the mystery of mystery quilts is how many years will it take for me to finish it? Oh, okay. Hey, Sheila, well, if you bought one and you haven't finished it, maybe you can work alongside with me. How about that? The Cotton Cuts Mystery PMQ is coming up at the end of December. Also, if you like mystery quilts, it starts in February. Oh, a new one starts in February? Okay, Joydy, look at that. Joydy's on it. I finished the tops on mine, but the quilting is always delayed. Okay, you take care, Annette. There's only one gift from Santa. Yes, there was only one gift from Santa. To this day, there's only one gift from Santa. I know that they're all adults, but there is still only one gift from Santa. And yes, it is down there. Even if they're not home, the gift is in the fireplace. And the next time they come, they'll have to pick it up with their stocking and their whatnots. So that's so true. Yeah, it was something small and simple. The better gifts came from mom and dad. What a great idea. That is so cute. Yellow brick road. It is. I think it is. It's the yellow brick road pattern. Great memory quilts for you. Thank you. Boy, you are best buddies with Santa. Thank you. Yeah. And my daughter's was, but it's packed away right now. Hers was all sea creatures. She loves sea creatures, so it was a sea creature theme, and my son's was monkeys. And and they still have them. Good morning, Nikki. So yeah, so that was fond memories. And at that time there was this like Hallmark movie that came out like with this family who was like living on the prairie and they were having hard times and everybody made a one special gift and it's great. And his girlfriend, my son's girlfriend, now this would be my son the firefighter, she does like a something that has been found, like a thrifted item, and I love that. So you get your gift, but she will find a unique gifted she will find a unique thrifted item that's tailored to you. And that's great because we all have to like reuse, recycle, and all that kind of stuff, right? We all want to not throw everything in the trash. So that was cool. So last year's theme that was a mug. So everyone got a thrifted mug that was tailored to. So she spent like all this time going to all these thrift stores just to find the perfect mug for you. So like my son who was into musicals, she found this vintage mug that was from a musical from way back when. My son was like, wow, oh my God, you can't even see that. And if you try to buy that on like a Etsy or one of those eBay or something, you spend ridiculous amount of money. So, she gave him that. She gave me a chicken mug. So I thought that was super sweet. She, my son was into golfing, so she gave him a golfing mug. My honey's into the Jets, so she found a Jets mug. But it's really, I love that idea. And in his family, they swap a book. They swap a thrift book. So they'll, everyone, I think it's Christmas Eve. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but you get a thrifted book, and that's cool. I think that's cool, at least. My kids would get socks and underwear in their stockings. Yeah, mine too. And when they got older, they got groceries. They loved that though. The kids loved that. I would have a big bin. And when they're all in college age, and they would have toilet paper and, paper towels and soap and dishwashing liquid, all the stuff that you got to go out and buy that college kids or young kids don't want to do. So at Christmas, I would buy that literally huge, huge box and fill it up with all kinds of stuff and then their favorite snacks. And to this day, my daughter still wants her box, and so does my son. They all want their box so that they don't have to buy toilet paper. So I'll have to tell you a funny story. Let me finish reading these and because it'll be my honey and my first Christmas. I'm going to tell you a story. And yeah, my kids. And yes, and in there would be socks and underwear, right? Shaving cream, all the stuff you would need, bars of soap. Um, oh, you're fighting COVID? I'm glad you're feeling better today, Nikki. I'm so sorry. Is it going around again? I don't want it for Thanksgiving. I seem to get, the kids send me home with COVID every time we have like a break. The best gift I ever got from Santa was a new golden Singer touch and sew machine. I will never forget that surprise. Oh, that's so cool. My daughter got her first machine on her 8th birthday, I think. Oh my gosh, my daughter loves getting food and household items for gifts. Yes, all three of them want that. So I thought, okay, and now I used to do this for everybody knew this in the family. So if I was going to someone's house and we were doing it there, you got a huge thing. And I was a crazy coupon shopper. Like, those extreme couponers? Let me tell you, the ShopRite lady goes, oh, here comes Leanna to take away all our stuff for free. Because, like, she would have to come over and she would have to okay the register and all the stacks of coupons. Because I would spend all year collecting coupons and buying all year long so that when Christmas came, I can do all these big baskets. And I mean, I was hiding all this stuff in my walk-in closet. Oh my goodness. But what was her name? But it was just so funny because they knew me by name in my little town. And because ShopRite was the only place that did double coupons out of all the other supermarkets. So they were very competitive. They don't do it anymore. I probably was the reason why they don't do it anymore. But anyway, so, my grandparents, my grandparents were not so young anymore. So when I went over there, Grandpa and Grandma had everything, right? They didn't need anything. So I had been doing this for a long time before my kids were even college age. It's just when they were college age, they got this gift. But prior to that, when I'd go over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, I would bring them a huge, massive thing, and they would love it because, you know, in the city, you go to the bodega, the little tiny corner store. You didn't go to a big supermarket. So Grandma and Grandpa loved it because they didn't have to lug anything and spend the extreme expensive prices. So I also did that for them. I did it for my parents. So everybody loved their baskets. So I figured everybody loves their baskets in my family, right? Everybody asked for them. One year I said I wasn't going to do it. And they go, what do you mean you're not going to do it? You have to do it. You know, that kind of thing. And so for my honey, I said, oh, you know, he's a single guy, just, you know, dating. He clearly has a you know, bachelor's pad. Like he needs to have backup toilet paper and that kind of stuff. He's always running out. So I make him one of these big baskets. And he, what are you trying to tell me? Are you telling me that I'm full of what's with the toilet? He goes, what's with the toilet paper? You're telling me I'm full of I go, no, honey, it's so that you can have toilet paper because that's a unusual Christmas gift. And so every year when we get close to Christmas, oh no, I froze. I had this problem yesterday. Am I still frozen? Am I frozen? Rebecca is the reason why you can't keep daily deals in your cart. She has a whole video. Oh my God. Am I still frozen? Hello? Anybody out there? I'm not even seeing any chat. Did I lose you all completely? I see you now. Okay. So every time when we come up to Christmas, he's like, you're not buying me toilet paper again, are you? I go, nope, I'm never buying you toilet paper. I'm never buying you one. I'm never doing that whole thing I do for all my family members. You are never getting that again. Good morning, Regina. He's a tough cookie to buy for. He really is. And he's got everything. So we are here. Oh, good. So now we just go on adventures. That's what he prefers. He prefers that we just go on adventures instead of all the gifts and whatnot. Oh, no. Oh, but you didn't hear the story. Not okay. So we all know about the big boxes. I gave Honey one of those big boxes because we didn't live together. And he was not thrilled about all the toilet paper because literally I do a case of toilet paper and I wrap it up and put a bow on it. And he opens it up and his face was priceless. And he was like, honey, are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to tell me that I'm full of bleep, 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 and it starts with an SH? And I said, no, honey, this is just what we do in this family. I bought him paper towels too. So the whole box thing is you get a case of toilet paper. It's like a normally whatever, a 48 pack, whatever. You get a case of paper towels. Everybody got this. Okay, that was in everybody's stuff. And then I tailored like the soap and the shampoo and the body wash, you know, to their particular tastes and whatnot. You know, like I knew what Honey used, so I would buy that. And so he didn't kind of get it, where my whole family loves this, and to this day they still want this. He wants nothing to do with it. He wants to buy his own shampoo. He wants to buy his own toilet paper. He does not want any of that. So so we go on adventures instead. So again, this year we're going to be going to Cape Cod. That's going to be my gift to him. That will be the adventure. And then he normally gifts me a gift. So like last year was Lynn's Advent box. So that Advent box that I got this year was his gift to me last year. Uh, have a great day. Yes, have a great day. And I am going to wrap this up because I'm tired. I'm a little sluggish now. I'm going to go make myself some tea. It's been a long, eventful evening, but I did get back to bed at 3 and then woke up at 6:15. Not too bad with broken up, but you know. Anyway, so upcoming, you will see, again, well, it'll be this and also the Who's There pattern. But I'm going to just read a couple of these because I don't want to skip anybody's stuff. It says adventures are priceless, and my grandson went off to college, and I guess he had never cleaned the toilet. He said, "How often do I do this?" Once a month. You should buy him a roll of Grinch toilet paper on Amazon. Oh, you know, I do have to tell you a little thing I'm thinking about doing this year. So, like, even when my son had moved to Seattle and it was Christmas, he was so upset that he wasn't going to get his big box of stuff. So what I did was I went on Amazon and ordered everything, like the toilet paper and all that, and I had it delivered to his house. Not expected, but yes, he got that. But where was I going with the seeds? It went right in one ear and right out. Oh, the Grinch. Okay. So I got to be quiet. So Amazon, when I went to Massachusetts to visit a friend of mine, he had kind of pranked my, his partner, on a cruise. They were going on a cruise. They went on a cruise and they were getting ready to go out. And he had bought a shirt, and it was like a Hawaiian shirt with her face all over it amongst the flowers. And we had chuckles because he had worn that on the 4th of July and told us his story. That was priceless. And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be funny? I think I should find like something on Amazon where you can superimpose my face or chickens, and everyone open up this gift, and everyone has a shirt now with their mama's face on it and chickens. I don't know. I think I'm entertaining myself. I don't think they would really be like also happy, but I think it would be a funny thing. I think it would just be funny. And I think that should come from Santa. Yes. Don't you think? I think I should put it all in there. It should be the Santa gift, and everybody should have a Hawaiian shirt with my face on it. I thought that was, I think nobody would expect it at all. And I think that will be a memorable Christmas the year everyone got a Leanna Hawaiian shirt. So anyway, that's my funny. I'm going to end it with that. Shh, don't tell. Because they don't watch my channel, these kiddos. No, they don't. And if they do, now they know that they know what's going on. But I think it's going to be funny. Good morning, Giovanna. We're gonna head off, but everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and share my channel. Definitely share that binding hack channel. Binding hack video. Because I guess a lot of people don't know about the two things. So anyway, tomorrow we'll see each other, and I have to talk about backing because I got a text from someone here. I don't know who it is, but one of you peeps sent me a text. I don't have your name, but you told me you watch me all the time. We will discuss backing tomorrow. Take care. Bye.